married and she had to marry somebody that was working for her. These are the things that wasn't really making him happy. And what happened? She was carrying his name, and later on, the whole relationship and the whole thing just flipped up and down. He had a divorce and everything. These are all happening in different parts, precisely Asia. They are just like Africans when it comes to this kind of thing.
Okay, now let me share a personal story with you. I mean, someone actually shared this personal story with us. Mrs. Ajayi, a woman who was divorced by her husband because she had only daughters. Now, according to Mrs. Ajayi, it was, quite a very chaotic situation between her, and her ex-husband. I mean, at the slightest opportunity the man had, he would always rub it on her face that she could only produce, female children, no boy child or no male child, to continue his legacy or to preserve his, whatever. And she got fed up. Now, that is a testament to the devastating impact of cultural expectations on women's lives. Despite her best efforts, she was unable to produce a male child. And it actually led to her divorce. So her story somewhat, highlights the need for a cultural shift in Nigeria where women are valued and respected regardless of the sex of their children. I mean, Suleiman, this is 2025 and we're in the 21st century. I'm beginning to think that we've moved past this 21st century into the 22nd, if possible. And we're still having some of these cultural norms, as in we are holding to them as though our lives actually depend on these norms.
Yes. I know. I know. The thing is, you'll be surprised of the kind of notion, how civilized, with all the education one will get, with all the exposure one will get, you'll be surprised to see a very civilized person. You will look at them or say that they are civilized, and you'll be surprised of what they are holding as an excuse for not having maybe a male child or not having a female child or different kind of excuses, not just only about the male child. But for this situation, like you said, he tends to forbid. There's something that I don't know the circle of what's happening within that family of Mr. Ajayi that you just gave their story.
Right.
There has to be more to that story than what we already know. There has to be more.
Probably.
So now, him saying that it is her fault, that is a fat lie. And I'm sure he knows that it's not her fault. He's just looking for a way to shift the blame, or just throw a pressure away from himself or anything. Because neither him nor her can control what comes out. It is what he drops there that comes out.
Right.
So it has to do with both of them. It has nothing to do with who is God. It's in the hands of God. It's nothing that you and I can control. We know technology tends to have a way of doing some of all these things these days, but in this kind of era, for him to even think about blaming her, that is absolutely wrong of him. And that is absolutely wrong of any man, and I'll say it again, any man that wants to put a blame on a woman that she's only producing women. And let him not forget, it is what he gives that is what is coming out. So it might be him and it might be her. So blaming it on the woman only, or on the ladies only, is absolutely wrong. They should understand that. But it's something that they have to look. The thing is, even the female child of today, they do wonderful and beautiful things, and by doing great things that some male cannot even do. They do it. It happens in the society, and I'm sure they know that. It's just that pressure. You see, that pressure of family, my name, my lineage. What's going to happen? My daughter is going to be in the hands of another man, and she's going to carry his name, of course. Or that notion of those is still in our system, and it's what I believe. Well, though I believe that people are already changing from it, but unfortunately, some people are still holding it to a very high extreme.
I agree with you, Suleiman, that people are gradually, unlearning that, perception or notion, but the pace is quite slow. So can we now blame this on our leaders? When I say leaders, not political leaders now, because everything shouldn't be about politics. Maybe our traditional leaders and our religious leaders, don't you think they have a role to play in trying to change the mindset of people, especially the men, such that when you get married and your wife gives birth to just female children, you don't have to make her go through, stress for giving birth to male children.
Yes, I agree with you. Yes, I agree with you. Like religious leaders, some elders within the society needs to start preaching all those words for mental health. And I'm sure they have already been doing that. Like I said, it's just an individual thing.
Right.
Any man that is still having that notion, and I say it again, any man as of today is still having that notion needs to have himself really been checked. Because he has to understand the bottom truth is, it has nothing to do with the woman. She does not control what comes out. He does not control what goes in, whether it's going to be a boy or a girl. None of them can control it. It is only God that knows it. It's only the Supreme One that knows it. So there is nothing that any of them can do. But the only way to really find that is for them to start having that notion that whoever is, whether male or female, nobody knows their future. It is only in the hands of God. They might be the female child as good as a foreign male. I know that yes, they all have different traits. What they bring on the table is quite different. Let's just be specific about that. It's quite different.
Okay.
Yes, because that is just what some of these people are doing. But what the male brings on the table and what the female brings on the table is like it all has to do with responsibility, and that is how we are all wired. It has nothing to do with what you do or what he does or what she does. It is how we are all wired. What we bring, what the male brings is different. What a woman brings is different.
Okay.
So the role is for families. This is where I have to put it that families are the number one people that has to start orientating their children, letting them know that a female.
Are you there? Suleiman, are you there? Hello? Abakar Suleiman, are you on the line? Hello? Okay, I think the network is about to play a fast one on us. Hello, are you there? Hello? All right, I'll just take a quick break now and, pay some bills. We definitely would link up with Abakar Suleiman again to, give his submission. In the meantime, do well to leave a comment. Send a voice note or a message to the WhatsApp portal already so that as soon as we return from this commercial timeout, we'll take your views and probably, wrap things up on the show. We're looking at cultural expectations as it were, coupled with pressure on women to produce a male heir. How realistic is that in this 21st century? As a man, as a woman, have you had a fair share of this, maybe from your family members or society? Would like to, hear all of these, views from you on the General Open Banter. We'll be back after this commercial timeout. Do join us again.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Hello and welcome to Uber Pinnacle City Lugbe, where dreams take flight. I am here with Mr. Franklin, a representative from Uber Properties. Welcome, sir.
Thank you for having me.
All right, Mr. Franklin, let's dive right in. What makes Pinnacle City Lugbe so special?
Uber Pinnacle City Lugbe is a luxurious estate located in the heart of Abuja, offering a range of infrastructure amenities that cater for the needs of our residents. From 24/7 power supply and security surveillance to shopping centers and parks, we have got everything you need to live your best life.
Wow, that sounds amazing. Can you tell us about the types of properties available?
We have a range of options to suit different needs and budgets. Our 5-bedroom fully detached duplexes with boys' quarter and swimming pool are perfect for large families or those who want to live in style. We also have 4-bedroom semi-detached duplexes and 3-bedroom terrace duplexes available.
I must say you have a lot of options. But now, what about pricing? How affordable are these properties?
We are offering very competitive pricing for our properties. For example, 600 square meter of our 5-bedroom fully detached duplex starts at 3.5 million naira. 500 square meter of our 4-bedroom semi-detached duplex is going for 3 million naira, while the 250 square meter of our 3-bedroom terrace duplexes is going for 2.5 million naira.
Wow, that's very affordable. What about financing options? Do you have any special promos or discounts available?
We are currently running a super promo that offers discounts on our properties. We also have financing options available through our partners to make it easier for our customers to own their dream homes.
Oh, that's nice. I understand that you are operating with the approval of the Federal Capital Development Authority, FCDA. Can you please tell us more about that?
Yes, that's correct. We are proud to say that Uber Pinnacle City Lugbe is being developed with the full approval of the FCDA. This ensures that our estate is being built to the highest standards and that our customers can have complete peace of mind when investing in their dream homes.
That's great to hear. Peace of mind is really everything. How can our listeners get more information about Uber Pinnacle City Lugbe and take advantage of this super promo?
They can visit our website at www.uberpropertieslimited.com or send us an email at info@uberpropertieslimited.com. They can also call us on 081 64 75 5708 or 091 26 66 8563. Let me just take the number again: 081 64 75 5708 or 091 26 66 8563. Our office address is at Suite 18C and D, Anon Plaza, Gudu, Abuja. We are also available on all social media handles.
Thank you for sharing this amazing opportunity with us, Mr. Franklin.
Thank you once again for having me.
Don't forget, when one door closes, buy another one and open it yourself. Uber Pinnacle City Lugbe is where dreams take flight. Contact them today to make your dream of owning a luxurious home a reality.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
All right, we're back from that break. Thank you so much for staying with us. If you are just tuning in, this is the General Open Banter live on Eagles FM 102.3 Abuja. It is, of course, your radio experience that you can count on. And on the General Open Banter today, we're looking at a very topical issue that borders on, cultural expectation and pressure on women, to produce a male child in, especially in this part of the world. And of course, I have been speaking with a family and relationship coach, the person of Abubakar Suleiman, who is live on the phone all the way from Sokoto State. Abubakar Suleiman, thank you so much for staying with us.
Thank you very much for having me.
All right, dear listener, you just want to share your 2 cents on the issue or what we're discussing this morning. The numbers to call are 0908 766 8888 or 0907 3530044. Send a voice note or a message to the WhatsApp portal number on 0909 705 4450. You can join the conversation live on YouTube and Facebook at the moment at Eagles FM Abuja. At Eagles FM Abuja. Do well to drop a comment and, of course, we'll be glad to acknowledge your thoughts. What do you make of what we're discussing this morning? How has this particular topic, impacted your life? Maybe as a woman or as a man, and even as a child. Yes, I think we should also extend it to the children. How has this really affected you as a child? Maybe at home there are certain privileges that your brother enjoys as opposed to you, a female child. I think we're open to all of these views this morning on the show. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning, Amaisi.
Good morning. Good to have you.
Noga is my name.
Good to have you, Elder. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Kuga.
All right. Please go ahead.
Amaisi, you don't offend us today too much. You.
How?
This is an Atata case.
Hey.
You refuse to speak one of our court.
Oh, apologies. Apologies.
Yes, you give long time to those people to speak.
Apologies.
You see, you have to abandon the other station and listen to you for 1 hour.
No, not at all. Apologies. I think there was traffic.
Only 3 calls it is.
No. There was traffic this morning. So whilst reacting to a caller, there could be other people on the line. So it's not really possible for me to take 2 calls at the same time.
Okay. Thank you.
Right.
I have to test you as my daughter whether you can prove it.
Of course. Please forgive me, sir. I'm sorry.
No. I have to test you as my daughter whether you can prove it.
All right.
I prove it.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. You're welcome.
You see, people are saying something out of ignorance.
Yeah.
To have female daughter in the family is better than to have male men in the family. You see, the traditional son to say, man is going to inherit me, man is going to this. All those were not past. But let me tell you one thing. I'm an elder. Right. I'm in club 70 now. You see, if anything happens to me today, if I call my people, they call them. The female daughter they used to stand in the military. The military, and what I need, they provide for me. And then the men children where they don't marry, they go say, I beg you, daddy, do this and this. And then if you see, as today now, mostly, if somebody call you now say your mother nowhere, and before you leave that studio, your mind will be your mother.
That's right.
But men children, they will tell you, say, forget about our daddy, make I do what I want to do. So even our will now, where we don't white, our will now, we share our property to our female daughter and then main daughter, main business. Anybody where say woman don't have a man in the family, this and this, the material, that person is dead out of ignorance.
Okay.
The female children is better in the family more than men children. Men children, if they go carry one wicked woman put for house and forget about all the family, they will separate the man from his brother first before talk about our daddy and mommy. And then if you penetrate too much, the woman will make you to be a witch. And turn everything around. No female child where you can tell me about of his mother and then this and this. I can remember one of our sisters. Her friend carry her go to somebody they see vision this and this. And then the person tell you say your mother is behind you, you are success. The next thing is slap the prophet, say my own mother, where give me breast, so I come to this, how my mother would be the brain behind my success. Look how the woman, look how they get trophy mother. So every female children, they're better in the family.
Okay.
Go to ministry. Let me run free. Go to ministry. I work hand in hand with some court. Anywhere where a woman there as a judge, if you want to go to the court, be seeking. Be ready to face the reality there. They don't bend them. Most of them were the magistrate in Abuja here. Call and listen. You can never bend them. You can never bend them if you are going to the court. Women, they are always very strict in the office. So women, children is better than men children. Thank you very much. God bless Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Elder Noja. I mean, that is your own perspective. We're not going to register the fact that female children are better off, to male children, so that it may look like we're being biased here. But let's take this call. Hello, good morning. Yes, good morning to you.
Good morning, my dear sister. You are wonderful.
Thank you. What's your name and where you're calling us from? Good to have you, Chanya. Good to have you. Please go ahead.
Happy New Year.
I wish you the very same.
I prefer my female children than my male children.
Why is that?
Last time I was sick, I discovered that this boy don't care for me.
Wow.
But you see my female children, they will lie down, they will touch me. They ask me, Mommy, what do you want me to do for you? But the men, they don't care. You hear me?
Yes, I can hear
so,
you.
People should not say that they don't like female children. As I'm talking to you, I do hard for my mom. But my other brother don't care. Because they are married. Before my mother will call my elder brother, she will call me. And there's no hard time. In fact, I prefer female children. Even this morning, my father called me.
Wow.
So people should not play with their female children. Please, men, listen, don't play with your female children. Because before they will give to anybody, they will give you first. You know, even now that I'm talking, you know, even your mind, your heart, you know. Thank you very much. And I know that I greet you, Sarasi. Bless you. Big bless you. I greet you.
Thank you very much, Ochanya, for your contribution right there. I mean, coming from a mother and a father, so it won't look like we're trying to, put words into people's mouth. Abaka Suleiman, I hope you're taking note of, the contributions, because I'd have you, react to them.
The two callers just made my point when I said a female child and a male child, what they bring on the table is different. The female child will definitely take care of a father and a mother when it comes to the elderly, well more when compared to the male child, because the male child is always out.
Why is that?
It's because of the way we are wired. They are outside.
Okay.
The male child is always outside, hustling, doing this, doing that, doing that. But when it comes to that idea of nurturing, welfare, it comes more from the female child when compared to the male. Not that he doesn't want to do it, but the style. The way he's wired is quite different from the way a female child will bring it and the way he will bring it. That's just the picture.
Okay.
That's just it.
All right. Okay, let's take this message. This is from Uche. Uche from Central Area says, "Good morning, Omoefe and the guest. Though it is perceived that the women bear the most blames if a couple could not produce a male child, but the men carry the emotional burden. Men who have no emotional burden, men who have no male children are considered weaklings and are laughed at meetings. The men are also viewed as incomplete men without being told it is the male that would continue to live in the father's house, while the females, they get married, male child that continues to sustain the family's lineage. Hence, the cravings for male children will continue unabated. People should also remember that in most tribes in Nigeria, even male children born out of wedlock by daughters are not given any right in the family, even if the mother is a single parent." Uche from Central Area, thank you for that message. But at the end of the day, we really would like to hear from you, dear listener. You might want to stay anonymous. It's fine. You don't want to mention your name. It's fine. Stay anonymous, but share with you how this particular story resonates with you as a person. The numbers to call are 0907 353 0044. or 0908 766 8888. Send a voice note or a message to the WhatsApp portal number on 0909 705 4450. You can as well, for those who are actually watching us live on YouTube and Facebook at the moment, leave a comment and we will be very glad to acknowledge your thoughts. We see this one from Suleiman Jibril. Suleiman Jibril says, Hajia Gimbia, aka the Radio Princess. Good morning. Good morning to you. He says he's watching live from Magaman, Gumau, Toro local government area of Bauchi State. Thank you so much. He says, please keep up the good work. Thank you so much. All right, that's from Suleiman Damfulani of the National Assembly quarters, but right now in Bauchi State. Wow, interesting. Thank you so much for, even monitoring the conversation from Bauchi State. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Right. Mr. Suleiman, the truth is, I've been hearing from Elder Noja and then Ochanya. These are parents, all right? So it's not coming from a place of ignorance. Their submission is not coming from a place of ignorance. But you are also a father, and you have a very beautiful, a very lovely daughter. Please hug her for me after this conversation, all right? But how do you feel having a female child? That is your first issue as a father. How do you feel about that? And then are you getting some sort of pressure from society, even from family members, or maybe your culture? It actually, it frowns at this kind of trend of you, having your first child, being a girl child or a female child. How would you respond to all of these, scenarios that I'm trying to paint right now?
Well, like I said, individually we are kind of different. I've always been a man of my own is my own. The funny thing is, even before my wife gave birth to my daughter, I always had it in my mind that I was going to have a daughter first. I don't know why I had that. I don't know why, but it has always been what has been in my mind, even before she arrived. And that was what happened. That's what actually happened. Some people have been saying that if you have not brought a boy, you have not brought your own. You've not brought your own word, or your department is not complete. I said it's their own belief. That is their own choice. Right. Because they are not the one taking care of her for me. I am the one taking care of my child. They are not the one loving her for me. I am the one loving their child. So it's up to you. It's up to how you make up your mind about this. Somebody says that I saw a text. You read the text message that somebody says that if you are given birth to all women, some people see you as a weakling. Who are they to judge your life? Who are they to judge your life? Are they the ones those calling themselves? They have boys, they have girls. Is there in any way those ones coming to take care of you? It is your own children that are going to take care of you. It is your own daughters that are going to nurture you. It's your own daughters that are going to be there for you. You cannot call another person's your own child, another man's child, your own child. Your child is your child. So if they are all females, so be it. That is life. That is life. They're humans. The most important thing is how you bring them up to be respectful and loving and caring
and responsible.
to their society.
Right.
Not about how because of their female or their this or what they're going to do. No, come on, man. The world has gone beyond that point. Anyone that is still thinking of this direction, like I said, check that story, that person's story. There is more to his story. Once somebody said the man carries that emotional, yes, it's true. You know, I said it right from the beginning. I said,
right.
Sometimes they don't show it, but they have what they carry too. It's not that they don't feel the pain. They don't feel like, yes, as the woman is saying, the woman is praying to have a male child. Yes. It's not that they don't feel it, but it's just that some of them will just want to shift that blame or anything, but they feel it. They also feel that brought too.
Okay. All right. But Abubakar Suleiman, I'm just wondering at this point in time, for any woman who's been pressured into, giving birth to a male child, can we tag that an emotional violence?
It is.
Okay, so
it is
right.
It is emotional violence. You can put it as an emotional. It's something. I don't want to put violence into it, but it's something that can lead someone to depression. It's something that can affect somebody mentally. It's something that can affect anyone. So you can say emotional violence, but to me, I don't want to look at it that way. But I can almost say it's something worse compared to that.
Okay, I mean, this also skipped my mind earlier. I'm just wondering, as a family and relationship coach, have you been opportune to address, an issue as sensitive as this one? And
yes,
how did you navigate? I mean,
I had to understand. The thing is that the person I spoke with, she was carrying the heavy load on herself. But the thing is that she was misunderstood. She didn't really understand what her husband was going through.
Oh, okay.
He was comfortable with her.
But she
wasn't. Yes, he was comfortable with her. They were pressuring him to get another wife. He stood on his ground, no. But she wanted him to get another wife. Probably they will get him whatever, because she didn't understand his feeling. So we had to sit down and talk for her to understand his own side. Then before she could understand that, okay, she wasn't the only one that is carrying this the burden. The burden on herself.
Right.
So he was also carrying the same thing. So they had to find a way and correct that notion that they tend to have. Sometimes we carry this thing in our mind that how do I put it? Uncommunicated. Let me put it this way: uncommunicated feelings. Most people have that thing, and especially couples, that uncommunicated feelings. What is he thinking? What if I do this?
You just assume.
What if assumption?
Right.
People, when you assume, that doesn't mean that person knows. You have to talk.
Right.
You have to speak to him, because if you don't, he might do the wrong thing or she might do the wrong thing. If you don't communicate, that's the only way that you guys can fight it together.
Right.
The most important thing is that you are in it together. He wants a boy. You want a boy. You might. He has the girls that which family are giving him his own hell. You are getting it from his own family and getting it probably from your own family too. So but it is, in the end, it's the two of you that are in it.
All right.
It's the two who carry the cross.
Okay.
So you both you carry it.
All right. So I mean, our time is fast spent. I'd like to get your, parting words. I mean, directed to the society that we find ourselves, and to people who are married, especially the men, and maybe the women as well, because like you said, it is both parties involved in this whole drama. So what would your parting words be for the society, for couples as well? You
cannot control what comes out of your relationship, whether it's a boy or it's a girl. It is all in the hands of the Supreme One. It's all in the hands of God. It is nothing. There's nothing that you
Are you there? Are you there, Suleiman? Are you there?
So is life.
Right.
There's nothing that you can do. So people should learn that. That's the most important thing. You cannot control it. Because if they can control it, just imagine a society that you can control the number of boys you have and the number of girls you have. Moife, what do you think we'll be having in our society?
A Royal Rumble, I guess.
I'm guessing that's the same thing. That's just it. That's the truth.
All right. Well, let's leave it here now. Thank you so much, Abakar Suleiman, a family and relationship coach. Thank you so much for, spending part of your time with us to discuss this. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
And don't forget to hug your daughter for me, all right?
I'll definitely do that. She'll definitely hear that.
All right. Thank you so much. Okay, I think that's just going to be about the size of it for the General Open Banter today. And like we would always say, that the conversation continues across social media platforms on YouTube and Facebook. You might just want to refer someone or refer this video to someone to watch, someone who's probably going through this, situation. I call it a situation because, it's not really funny. It's beyond the conversation we're having on radio. People actually wear the shoe, right? They know how it hurts. So I just realized that someone sent a voice note. Apologies, sincere apologies, but let's quickly squeeze in this voice note.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Samuel from Buseki. This word is a condition, seriously, in the sense that some people are crying for not having a child, just one, even just one, regardless of the gender it may be. While some people, God is giving them female child, and they are complaining. You understand? That on the side. Well, to me, all these male child, female child, I think by now, in this century, we find ourselves, by now, we should already know that. It's not even needed. Anything God just give you, you take the care of. If you give them to a male child, God forbid, the one that will be wayward, if you don't take the care of them, you'll be wayward. In fact, that name that you are trying to protect, if you do not take care of them, they will still spread that same name you are trying to protect, that you are crying, I don't have anybody that will protect my name, all this type of thing. And if it is a female child, and you train her, I can only tell you that she will still protect the name of the family. It can't do well now, we all know her. You understand what I'm trying to say? So do you think, are we saying it's not the name of his father, of a father that is protecting? Though she's married, yes. But one way or the other, the family of the father will be happy to point the finger at her. She's my daughter. You understand? May God just help us.
All right. Thank you very much for that voice note. And, the submission here would be that maybe promoting education awareness, maybe some sort of empowerment can actually create a more inclusive and, equitable society where women are valued and respected regardless of the sex of their children. And just like my guest actually said, it's good to have, conversations. There should be no gap. Don't create any gap at all. Communicate. Whenever you are in doubt, have a conversation with your partner. Are you feeling some type of way that we have just female children and then we don't have a boy child yet? So you don't just assume and, just get yourself worked up for nothing. Well, thank you all so much for keeping us company on the show this morning, for the contributions. We appreciate. My name is still Moife Peace or Semere, and it is still the Eagles Morning Rise Breakfast Show with an extension into the Midday Extra. Do stay with us.